welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Olufunmi Daniels and I am so happy to be back. I have been on a sabbatical leave.
Wow!
Take it like that. I have been away for so long a time, but I am back. And I am really excited to be back. Shout out to everybody who kept asking, have you killed your YouTube vibe? Why have you not been making YouTube videos? What's going on? Are you okay? Are you having mental health issues? Should I send you money? Even though you would not send any money, I'm fine. I have been living. I have been experiencing God's love. I have been living, living, existing in this world is a whole lot. It's a big deal. In fact, now adulting and Nigerianing in this inflating economy. Oh God, where's my rhymes, guy? Well, I thank God. I'm fine. I'm healed. I'm hearty. But I am here, and that's all that counts. You missed me. I missed you too. So, like I said in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the gist. Everything about my court wedding, which was my wife's wedding. I did not go to church. I did not walk down the aisle. I walked down the Falomo road. So ever since I have been like a young lady, ever since I'm still a young lady, like I have always had the wish to not walk down the aisle, because I really feel like this noise today of all days, and maybe we are quiet since. So anyway, like I was saying, I have always had the wish to not walk down the aisle, not do the whole as the departed for. It's not like I'm a God girl. I love Jesus. I'm a Christian. I love the Lord a lot. But I stumbled on an article where I realized that it is not actually a Christian wedding. Yet it is a wedding done in a Christian setting, but it's not as if the Lord instructed us to walk down the aisle. So when I realized it was Oyinbo stuff, Oyinbo something, well, and I will be stressing myself so much, and be doing Gereni and all of those things, I said, well, I will not do this kind of one. No. So fortunately for me, Mr. Daniels was in agreement, and that's the first step. Your spouse has to be in agreement too. Don't say because Olufunmi Daniels said that. Whoa, different strokes for different folks. So perhaps your spouse is a devout Christian. He would have his reasons for deciding that you guys walk down the aisle. He could have heard it in the spirit. It could mean a lot to him. It could be something that he really wishes for. So my entire point is, both of you, the guy and the girl, the bride and the bridegroom, was being in agreement. So Mr. Daniels and I were in agreement. We agreed. We concurred with the fact that we weren't doing the church thing, right? Although we're both workers in our church, and at the end of the day, why am I even going to the end of this story when I've not started? At the end of the day, people started saying a lot of things like, oh, maybe she was pregnant, though. They were zooming my wedding picture, zooming it to see the baby bump. Why did she not do church wedding? She for me is a church girl now. Why did she not do church wedding? Do marital sex?
That was
not the case. I just wanted to be, So let's get to it. So the first thing I did after Mr. Daniels proposed and everything, we had decided that we're going to do the court wedding thing. The entire idea was not to spend a lot of money. That was the entire idea, was to do an economical wedding. So of course you seek your parents' consent, everything. Watch introduction, you do introduction, you carry minerals and all of that, all of the necessary all of the necessary requirements you need to take to your spouse's house. You do all of that. So we did all of that, and before we even did all of that, did I really arrange this thing well? So we decided, we picked a date amongst ourselves, among the family. All of us, we picked the date. And now when I'm talking about family, I'm talking about immediate family. His dad, his mom, Mr. Daniel's dad and mom, my dad and my mom, and my siblings and our siblings. We picked a date. Okay, we decided that we wanted to do it December when? December 15. So the first thing I did was to make inquiry. Shout out to Brother Femi, Sister Victoria, all of them. So I reached out to my older friends who were already married, who had done the court wedding thing, and they told me to go on to this link. I would attach the link somewhere there. So I see interior government something. So I logged onto that link, and everything I needed was on that link, was on that site. So I did not really have to go down to Falomo to go and be doing some inquiry and giving some people money. But if you have money, some people do it like they just go straight. And they give some people like 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira. They'll do everything for them, all of that. But at the end of the day, you will still do a lot of things by yourself. You will still print a lot of things, So as soon as I logged onto the site, it was easy. In fact, marriage is the easiest thing to achieve in this country, Nigeria. I logged onto the site. I read through. I did a thorough reading. I read through. I decided that okay, we're doing this, so we needed to get all of the documents, your birth certificate, your the affidavit of spinsterhood, of bachelorhood, that you've never married before, all of that. You get all of those documents, and you even upload those documents on the site. So that's easy. So that's the part of that's the formal part of the wedding, which is the most integral part. That's the actual wedding. 15,000 naira. You pay 15,000 naira online. They'll give you your receipt online, but you have to go to that. You have to go to Falomo. Like if your wedding is on what do even your wedding on Wednesday? Wednesday people are too much. I was number 300 something. We got there around 7. Now, if people don't invite you for their court wedding, they are doing you a favor. Because you will stay under the sun, especially if it is Ikoyi. You will stay under the sun, for hours. And even the food, the oúnjẹ tó bá gbé wá, oúnjẹ tí family bá gbé wá fún party yẹn, fún event yẹn, ó ti máa tutù. Kò tó the time to máa share. We just give you morning food, afternoon food, night food. Because we left Falomo in the evening. My parents were already waiting at Falomo since morning. This story is long, very, very long. So that's the formal part. That's everything. That's basically, if you need more information, log on to the sites that I have showed you. I'll go and see, just in case you are planning to propose to brother. Yeah, you can propose to brother. Just in case you are planning to propose, you can just log on to the site and you'll see for yourself, and you can ask me further questions. It's very easy. I will just walk you through it. Things I do for humanity. So yeah, that's the, like I said, the integral part. That's the formal part of the wedding. Now on to the real stuff, the real lady stuff. Okay, now on to the fun part of your court wedding. Now, first thing you're going to be needing as a bride to be, a bride planning a legal wedding, you're going to be needing this. You're going to be needing a journal. Okay, a journal. This journal is going to be your best friend. except if you are doing something that is Jakayego, everybody's aware, you have a lot of people around you. Now for me it was different because I intended to do something very discreet. It wasn't, a lot of people did not know when I was proposed to. They just saw pictures of me getting married. I chose to do it that way. Now you may choose to do your own in a way, like you may choose to like involve a lot of people in your party, which is not wrong. Different stroke for different folks. Like I said, I chose to have my own discreet. It was between my family and I, my spouse and his family, and few friends. Now most of my friends were busy. They were all working. They are all working. Myself, I am a freelance person. My husband is working. He's always working. He's always busy. So I basically did my run around myself. I have good people around me. In fact, every time I say I am blessed with the best kind of friends, I have great people around me. But it's either, at that time, December last year, it's either they are living far away from me, which was Blessing's case, or they are very, very busy, which was Celestina's case. All of them, they are busy people. Now, it's not as if they did not love me, because when I was going up and down, I was shuttling, after work, I would go to the island, jumping up and down. People were asking me, don't you have friends? Can you come? I have good friends. So all my friends were busy. That was how it happened to me. All my friends were busy. So I basically did everything by myself. So the first thing I did was to write everything down. Everything I needed. I'm someone who, of course, I have seen different things. I have seen rishi wedding. So I knew what I wanted. So I wrote everything down in the way that I wanted. I wrote bouquet, the amount I want to spend on bouquet, the amount I want to spend on my shoes. Now, my court wedding was also my Western wedding, which is my white wedding. So whatever pictures I'm going to be taking will be serving as my white picture wedding, which means that it was just, a lot of people do court weddings like normal stuff. They just wear one short white dress and that's all. It wasn't that case. That wasn't the case for me. Yes, I wore a short white dress, but it was a detailed short white dress. I took my time to, source for the best vendors, the best that I could afford. Though my dress was not from Vicky James, but it was from the one and only Royalty by Mojisola. That girl is good. You can testify now. She's RBM was she was my stylist. She was my she made my dress. She made my dress. My robe, everything. So if you see, I'm going to be attaching videos anyway to this to this post. Most of the things I did it like I was doing a white wedding. So that was what I wanted anyway. So it just might be different. You may be wanting to do white wedding, court wedding, traditional wedding, all of those things. So the night preceding my court wedding, I did bridal shower. And my bridal shower was not, you cannot surprise me. My friends did not surprise me. I think they planned it, but I eventually sneaked up on them because I'm sort of a perfectionist. So I knew I wanted the best. So I was always inside every of my friends' DM. I was always disturbing them. What are you doing? Blah 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 blah. So it was not so easy for them to keep secrets from me. Shout out to my friends, Blessing, Celestina, Adura, Monyoluwa, Moni. All of you guys are the best person. Besides Grace, all of you guys are the best. So yeah, they planned something for me, but I eventually sneaked. I sneaked up on them. We planned the bridal shower. I had a complimentary robe, everything like it was a white wedding. Although some people do legal wedding like that, okay. But like I said, if it's an economical wedding, you don't really have to do all of that. But I did all of that because that was my white wedding. I think I'm repeating a lot of stuff. So I did I made a complimentary robe. I made my dress. We had what a rich. So let me just go straight to the market period. The sourcing period. That's the main time in the bride's life, especially if you don't have a friend to help you run around, and if you don't have an event planner for your court wedding. I did not have an event planner for my court wedding, so I did everything by myself. Now I went to the market. It wasn't a lot of stress for me because I have helped some people do runarounds for their weddings, so I know quite a number of vendors, good vendors. So I already knew the vendors I was going to use, and also there was something I prayed, that I wanted God to connect me to the best kind of vendors. The best kind of vendors that were affordable for me at that time. And trust me, God always answers that. But when you pray that God should just send people to you like this, God will definitely send you the best kind of people. I had seen different kinds of photographers because God, I did my pre-wedding shoots. My pre-wedding shoot was the pre-wedding shoot preceding my court wedding, not even my traditional wedding, because it was those pre-wedding shoots I did for my court wedding I used for my traditional wedding. So basically, the main wedding I had that I really was really skeptical. I mean, that's skeptical, strategic about was my court wedding, my Western wedding. So I got in contact with what's his name? Big B, yes, Ramsey. Ramsey is best photographer that I know. It was so cool. In fact, we went all over to went island. In fact, it was after Ogombo. We went to one beach down there. It wasn't a private beach, but it was like a private beach because it was just like 3 of us. I mean, it was about the entire photography team, my husband and I and my friend that were on that beach. It was amazing, and we got there very late because of traffic. And in fact, the shirt my husband was going to wear on that day, we went to get it. That's the way men can be. Oh God, as I'm recounting all of these experiences, it was really fun. I'm just really grateful to God. It was fun. So my bouquet, like I said, everything was in this journal. I had written everything down, so I did not really have a lot of issues with should I use a winter bouquet, should I use Kinikon bouquet. I already knew the kind of, you just first thing, know what you want, be very particular about it. I want this kind of bouquet, and you go for it. I want this kind of shoes, you go for it. So I knew the kind of shoes I wanted, I knew the price. I went straight to the island. I did all of my wedding shopping twice. I went to the island just twice. I got everything. RBM took care of all of my dress, my bridal, my complimentary robe, and then Dami did my Dami Stitches. I'll put her handle here. Dami Stitches did my pre-wedding shoot dress and my bridal shower dress. So what else? As far as sourcing is concerned, I did all of that alone. I did all of that alone. I got all of my shoes, my jewelries, our rings. My husband and I went to get our rings together. We got our rings together. And what else did we do? My makeup. The thing is just, I think one very key thing when it comes to wedding is having the best kind of vendors. I had the best kind of vendors. I had vendors with whom I already had a relationship with. I did not have the financial capacity to go. In fact, even if I did, I would still use my vendors again and again, because they are committed. They love me, and they're affordable. why would I go? I was just thinking, why would I go for a makeup artist that would charge me 250,000 naira when somebody can do a 70k job for me, 80k job for me, and she would not even, she would, you know, they would do it with joy, with love and everything. So it's not about the money. It's not about, you know how much I did my wedding makeup. Oh, so fine. Did the person come early? Did she stress you? I was not stressed because I had the best kind of people in my vendors. You know, that's about the sourcing. If I've missed anything, please ask me, because I'm just gisting. It's basically it's not really, it's like unscripted. It's unscripted. Yes, so I remember a lot of people used to say that on your wedding day there will be something particular that you remember your wedding for. Some people say rain fell on their wedding day, their makeup artist did not come early, the person doing kiniko. My home wedding, my daddy was calling me when I was doing photo shoot session. So I took photo shoot. Excuse me, my husband and I, we took photos like it was a wedding. It was a white wedding. So we lodged in a hotel, and my photographer was in the midst of taking portrait pictures, and my father was calling. You know, parents are always extremely, in fact, excessively happy when their child is getting married. So they were already at Falomo when I was just wearing my wedding dress. It kept on disturbing me that, God, I can't work. I was very angry. And then I was just telling the guy, shout out to Mr. O, well, Mr. O that took me and my friend to the venue. I kept on, please, can you take the fastest route? It was not funny. I remember that one. In fact, whenever I remember my wedding, I remember my father, or what my father was calling. And the moment I appeared like this, fight has finished. Yeah, I also had bridesmaids. Yes, I had bridesmaids. I like I said, it was my Western wedding, and bridesmaids are not important for court wedding, but me, I had bridesmaids. I had bridesmaids. I had bridesmaids because I wanted it to be in record that I had bridesmaids. You know, is that a thing? Should it be in record? I wanted it. It was something I liked. So yeah, I picked two really pretty friends. There were there two? Yeah, Blessing and Fisayo. There were this sleeky champagne gold dress, and that was it. And yes, I should say this before I end this video. Be very particular about what you want. People have the best service in them to offer to you. You just need to bring it out of them in the most respectful way. Okay? My vendors, particularly my photographer, I told him what I wanted. I basically said, I want this kind of shoot. I want that kind of shoot. I was really detailed, and they gave me the best. So my advice to upcoming brides, so my advice to brides who are about to get married is that you guys should know exactly what you want. When you know exactly what you want, it makes the job easier for the vendors. You can now, you know, bring out the creativity in them even more. There is no limit to creativity. There is no vendor who already knows it all. There is no vendor who has reached the apex, and there is no room for creativity again. You as a bride can bring out the uniqueness in your creativity. Bring it out, and give it to your vendor, and let them put life. Let them put life to it. That is when you can get a flawless kind of wedding memoir. Because at the end of the day, it's all a memoir. It's all at the end of the day, last it's the pictures that will count. So I tell people, instead of spending excessive money on some things that may not be very, very important, like IV and menu lists. Get a good photographer, get a very good photographer, get the best makeup artist. Like I said, it's not about how much the makeup artist is going to collect. It's not about name. It's about a makeup artist who is like loyal and diligent, and you know, even if person is going to collect like 150k, are they going to do a good job? A makeup artist that knows your face, that is good, that will make you look like yourself. But by the time you see the pictures, you'll be like, no, God's glory was so evident. And my final advice to upcoming brides is pray. My favorite prayer is, Father, let your glory be seen. I'm not a fine girl. I'm not fine like Alicia Keys. I'm not fine like Selena Gomez. But if God's glory is evident on me, I would soon would nimaje. Do you understand? So it doesn't matter how much makeup you have on, how much your dress is, whether your dress is from Vicky James or your makeup is by Beyonce. It's God's glory on you. If God's glory is on you, everything, like you know the way they say Ogbo go for me, whatever, no matter how little it is that you have done, it's going to look so classy and clean. It's going to look really, really beautiful. And then if it is God's glory, nobody can use hand to cover the glory of the sun. You're gonna be shining, my dear. So I don't know how I did though, but I enjoyed this distance session with you guys. So if there is anything that you wanted me to talk about that I did not talk about, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for staying till the end of this very, very long video. If you've not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. You don't like to see this kind of fire face. Thank you for joining. Sorry. Thank you for staying put till the end of this video. I love you and there is nothing you can do about it. I am Olufunmi Daniels and this is my YouTube channel, like I said in the beginning. Click the subscribe button if you haven't. Share this video to other brides that you know. I love you. See you. I hope I don't go into another sabbatical leave.
Baby, now so you the